I'd never been in a police station before. It reminded me surprisingly of school, except quieter. The halls echoed like the corridors of the basement classrooms, and the air was clammy, like too many people had breathed it before me. I remember my pops told me not to wear any makeup, because you'll only cry anyway. He underestimated me, like he so often does. I didn't cry, not until the very end, when my glass of water stood empty and my keep-it-together mentality ran dry. The officer was telling me about his daughter. Just a few years younger than me, he said. He was twisting the bendy ruler he'd borrowed from her pencil case between his fingers anxiously. I'll do everything I can for you. If this was my daughter... There was no need to finish that sentence. Me and him both knew what he'd have said. How it would never have happened if it was his daughter. How it would have been dealt with long, painful months before. But my father isn't a police officer. My father's a mechanic. There was no way for him to know how bad it had become, because I rarely spoke about it. Harassment is not a topic you can discuss around the roast chicken on a Sunday. It's not a subject you can bring up when you feel like you're ready. And I knew my dad would never be ready. So when I finally divulged how hard it had become, I was surprised by his reaction, his declaration that it was a legal matter now. But he wouldn't come to the station, because he couldn't bear to hear it. He couldn't bear to hear that officer say, if it had been my daughter, because it wasn't his daughter. It was me. And we all cope in different ways. So I spent 3 hours with this man I'd never met, telling him the ins and outs of a situation I'd rather just forget. It was painful, but it was necessary. I left that evening with a sore throat, a lighter heart, and a pocket full of freedom. I had never been in a police station before, and hopefully I won't again.